is essential if you want a successful career, but millions of young people struggle with English as their home language is one of our 10 other official languages. But this weekend, non-mother tongue English students from across the country came together in Johannesburg to prove that they could communicate effectively and powerfully. The competition, sponsored by Sowetan Newspaper and Anglo American, carries prizes in the form of bursaries for students and schools, and the overall winner receiving a 10,000 Rand study grant. This morning we're joined by the winner of the competition, Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. Mbuyiseni, well, congratulations. Just looking at this award, it's very heavy, made out of granite, and this obviously is the gold award. So the little, maybe we can get a shot of it there. We can see the centerpiece there, and that's actually gold. So this is a very valuable award in many more ways than one. Is that right?
Yes.
And you're still grinning from ear to ear. This happened on Saturday night. How do you feel about winning this award?
I feel very much honored, and I would like just to thank the Lord and give him the glory, because I believe it's not by might, not by power, but it's by his spirit. So I just feel honored.
I think by his spirit and power, and certainly a lot of hard work on your side.
Yes, I did a lot of hard work.
Was this something that you consciously decided that you want to be proficient in English, or is this just the way you are and you're a hard worker generally at school?
I think I'm a hard worker generally from school. Yes, it was not all in my plan, but I just felt that's passionate, and finally I made it.
And how did it come about? Did you actually decide you want to enter this competition, you heard about it, or did your school put you forward?
No, I heard and I wanted to enter it. I heard and I wanted to enter it. I went to competitions, and at school I won. I took first place until I came to the provincial part. I took first to the whole South Africa.
Unbelievable. Now, your surname, Ndlozi, is obviously Zulu.
Yes.
English is what language? How many languages do you speak?
I speak probably 2 languages or 3 languages. It's my mother tongue, which is Zulu, and I'm studying Sotho at school, and then English, my second language.
English is your second language.
Yes.
And how are you doing in Sotho?
I'm doing very well. Very well.
And what is very well?
No, I'm doing good.
How important do you think it is, though, for people to be able to speak English properly?
I think association brings assimilation. If you
say that again, association
brings assimilation. If you associate with people who talk English too much and who to maybe speak perfect English, you will talk or speak perfect English.
But you obviously don't speak English at home.
Yes, but many times my friends at home, sometimes at church, speak English.
And what school are you at?
In Khototaro, Zone 3, Sebokeng.
So you're not at an English school, well, you're not at you're in a township school?
Yeah, it's a township school.
Tell us what you had to do in order to win this competition. Did you have a prepared speech, an unprepared speech? How did it work?
I had a prepared speech. I entitled it, What's Life Without a Purpose? And then for the first time, the unprepared speech, they gave me to talk on the topic light.
Light?
Yes.
And how much time are you given to prepare then for your unprepared speech?
I'm given 2 minutes to prepare and then 2 minutes to speak.
Okay, so what do you talk about? If I say to you, talk about light, what do you talk about?
I would say, I said, light is if I am the light, light chases darkness out of somebody's life. If if our mothers and fathers can be our light, and then we'll have somewhere to go, like maybe walking in a dark tunnel, and then in order for you to see direction, you have to have light. That means light gives direction in life.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yes.
Now, people say English is one of the most difficult languages to learn to speak. What would be your message of motivation to other youth out there who are battling with English and think, well, you know, I can't speak it, I battle with it, and therefore I'm really not going to bother with it? What would be your message?
I think my message will be, association brings assimilation. Practice makes perfect. Yes, if you speak English and practice more, try always, all the time to speak English. They might laugh at you, but try to speak English. I think we can excel because practice makes perfect.
In my link introducing you, the script said that in order to be successful in life, you need to be able to speak English. Would you agree with that, or would you disagree with that?
I will disagree with that. Yeah, in order to success in life, you don't have to speak English, but you have to have a purpose. If you have a purpose in life, you really, you will go somewhere. How many people do we have who can speak? I mean, they can't just talk, but they are successful. So I don't think in order to be successful, you have to speak English, but
so
just
maybe
have
we
a
define
purpose.
success differently then. Maybe, what do you think is success?
Success, I think, is maybe I can say you've made it.
And it doesn't matter in what field.
Yes, in what field, but if you just made it purposely and being determined, I think we can call that particular person being successful.
Now, besides the accolade of actually having walked away with a Young Communicators Award for the year 2002, you've also walked away with a study grant of 10,000 Rand. What happens? Does that go into a trust fund until you need it because you're in grade 11 now, so you've got another year at school? What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to study with it.
And what are you going to study?
I want to study psychology, counseling psychology. I want to deal with people, especially the mind, because I'm aware that the problem in this world is in the mind. Poverty is the state of mind. Everything is just the mind. So I want to deal with the mind of these people. I want to bring about the change. I believe I was born for a change. So I want the purpose of God about my life to be fulfilled.
You touched on poverty. Poverty is one of the biggest issues facing us.
Yes.
You say poverty is a state of mind.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Meaning poverty is all in the mind. I believe in the statement in the Bible that says, as a man thinks, so he is. So the way, if your mind operates in a poor way, or if you always think poverty-stricken, yeah, you go.
So you say you actually trap yourself mentally.
Yes. It's all in the mind. People who think positively, people who think in a positive way, they always succeed in life.
And you're very positive.
I'm very much positive.
Mbuyiseni Ndlozi joining us here this morning. He was awarded this Young Communicators Award for 2002 on Saturday night. It's an award sponsored by Sowetan and Anglo American. He got the Gold Award, so this really is a very valuable little statue here or award. Thanks very much for joining us.